On today's video, we pay tribute to one of the most underrated players of all time, John Sykes. Well, hey there kids, it's your good buddy, Uncle Ben. Whether you know him from his stint with Thin Lizzy or his chart-topping hits with Whitesnake, if you've ever heard more than 30 seconds of John Sykes' playing, you know that he is a certified rope masher. He's really one of those rare triple threat guitar players who can lay down a smoldering hot solo, get up on the mic and sing at you real good, as well as lay down some absolutely incredible riffage. And I personally think that it's a crying shame that I meet so many guitar players who are completely unaware of John Sykes and how incredible his songwriting and riffing skills are. So on today's video, I seek to give you guys a riff-by-riff tour of John Sykes' entire recording career. That way you can know him better. It's gonna be a feast of riffs. As always, this video is brought to you guys by everybody who supports my channel over on my Patreon page at patreon.com/BenEllerGuitars. Even for just $1 a month, you can sign up over there and gain access to a ton of bonus lessons, backing tracks, downloadable tabs, and so much more. So don't delay, sign up today. Click the link in the video description. Thanks. Yeah, like a lot of players who have been in the game as long as he has, John has changed up his setup many times over the years. But to me, the classic John Sykes setup involves Mesa Boogie amps and Gibson Les Pauls, mainly his old black custom that has the chrome hardware on it. I'm not exactly trying to replicate all of his classic tones in this video, but I figure I've got some beautiful Mesa amps and this lovely Gibson Les Paul in my hands at this moment, so might as well use them today. I'm playing through the Mesa Badlander 100 rack mount head over here, which is not yet rack mounted because I just got it. I'm running that amp through the Suhr Reactive Load IR box, which has an Ownhammer Marshall 412 IR. Guitar-wise, I'm playing this lovely Gibson Les Paul Tribute that does not belong to me. My buddy Mitch just got this guitar from Sweetwater, and I liked it so much that I thought I might as well make a video with it. And this particular one was hand-selected by Mitchell as part of their guitar gallery program that they do over at Sweetwater. It's really cool. Basically, they have pictures up of every model that they have in stock of the one that you're looking at, and you can choose exactly which one it is that you want to order. That way you know what you're buying is exactly what's showing up at your house. Way back in 1981, John made his major recording debut with the Tygers of Pan Tang. Now this isn't exactly a band that a lot of younger players know about, but if you go back and listen to those early records and listen to the riffs and especially the guitar tone, I think you're gonna see why Kirk and James from Metallica listed this band as one of the biggest influences for Kill 'Em All. I think there's a lot of shared DNA between those two albums, including an overabundance of sick riffs. Let's check out some of the choice cuts from the first two records. So that early in his career, he'd already developed a lot of the things that we all associate with his riff playing. Those really heavy palm muted chugs, mean downstroke action, those dyads on the D and G strings. These are all things that he would continue using through his entire career to make legendary songs. In 1983, he started playing with Thin Lizzy and recorded undoubtedly one of the greatest rock riffs in history. In 1984, the year that I was born, John started playing with the legendary Whitesnake on the Slide It In record. And from what I can gather from scanning the Wikipedia, he actually played on the US version of the album, but not the UK version, I think. Maybe somebody in the comments can correct me there. But either way, there are some killer riffs on this record. This is before they started getting a little bit heavier and more aggressive with the 1987 album. This still has a lot of that blues rock kind of swagger that their early material did, and John just kills on this stuff. Okay, so left slow and easy off of there. I know that's a bummer to a lot of you guys, but to me that's one of those riffs that just hinges on that incredible drum groove. It's not quite as cool when you're just playing it on guitar. And besides, we've got other things to worry about because the next thing that he played on was Whitesnake's legendary 1987 self-titled record. And honestly, I could just play this entire thing start to finish. The entire record is full of some of my favorite rock riffs ever. And it's not just the main riffs, like the pre-chorus riffs, the solo riffs. They're all unbelievably sick and soaked in that signature John Sykes kind of scooped mid-range tone. This is when you could really hear the Mesas in action. Seriously, every riff on this record is incredible, but here's a few of my favorites. Oh, and if you want to learn how to play like every single guitar part in Still of the Night, other than the guitar solo part, one day I'll transcribe that thing. I know, everybody's been asking for it. But anyway, I've got a full lesson for like all the riffs in that song up on my channel. Just search for Ben Eller, Still of the Night. I'm sure you're gonna find it. After his time with Whitesnake, John formed his own supergroup, Blue Murder, and they released their debut self-titled album in 1989. The playing all over this record is nuts. I especially love Tony Franklin's fretless bass playing all over the record, and it is chock full of ridiculously awesome riffs. Let's check these out. Motherfucking Black-Hearted Woman. God damn, this riff is so good. Okay, I know I'm already on somebody's list for not putting Jelly Roll on there. I'm sorry, that is an extremely kick-ass song with a great riff, but I don't have an acoustic setup for that tuning here in the studio. It's really weird. To play it right, you have to have like the 3rd and 4th strings, I think tuned to like the same octave. It's like a really weird kind of open tuning, and I just don't have anything set up for that. So, sorry about that one. Just give the original a listen. It's better than I can play it anyway. After Blue Murder disbanded, John Sykes formed a group under his own name and has been releasing some solo albums since then. And unsurprisingly, the riffs keep on coming. So there you go, guys, a complete riff retrospective on one of the greatest guitar players of all time, Mr. John Sykes. Like I said earlier, I know a lot of players that don't know John by name, but his work has influenced James and Kurt from Metallica, Zakk Wylde, myself, and hopefully now you. Be sure to let me know what your favorite Sykes riff is in the comments section. I'm sure I left a lot of epic ones out. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell for notifications every time I upload a new slice of fried gold. If you want to help support my channel, be sure to check out that Patreon page at patreon.com/BenEllerGuitars. And if there's another player that you'd like to see a riff retrospective episode on, be sure to let me know. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and thanks to John Sykes for laying down the legendary riffs. Now get away from the computer and go play some guitar. Less clicking, more picking.